You don't have light, get a torch. Welcome back to another episode of Davidson Outlast. Now today we're going to introduce the concept that we talked about previously. KPI. Do you still remember what that represents? Yes, you got it right. Key Performance Index. Now, just as an introduction, when you first join a company, like me, way back, first time 10 years ago, at that time I was working for a gold company. Like they own gold mines in different parts of the world, and my job was a data analyst. So I have to be responsible for making a database for them so that they can store the information of the mines in this database. Now, here was a problem at that time. Actually, I didn't even have a supervisor. And the first week I got in, I was really lost because there were no one to basically let me know what the expectation was once I started the job. And so I was on the job for about 3 months. It was a summer position. And throughout those 3 months, I was feeling like a little bit scared. Mainly because I wasn't really given any expectation on what I'm supposed to achieve by the end of the term. And when I talked to the senior members within the company, I was basically given the answer, you know what, we don't know as well because we don't really have any person who have done this before, so for you it will be just like a new project. So do your best, like just whatever you can come up with, do your best. Well, unfortunately, I was really lost because I didn't even have any knowledge of what is a win and what's a lose. That's why every day I step into that office, I always had a sense of not having something fulfilled. And when I talk to the senior members about what exactly are the expectations I have to meet, and what they told me was, oh wow, we have never really have someone to do that before, so just do your best, like whatever you come up with, just do a good job, just do your best. But there are basically no guidelines and nothing to tell whether it's acceptable or not acceptable. And this is exactly why this lesson is going to help you avoid this problem, whether you're welcoming the new teammates or new coworkers, mainly because this KPI is a very, very important guidelines on measuring the success of your teammate. Now, in short, this is trackable. As I mentioned before, whatever is trackable is measurable. And if it's not measurable, it cannot be tracked. So what happened is, an example, John is a new employee, and his job is to create sales, making sure our product sells well. So one of the examples that he has to do is, okay, make 10 calls a day And out of those 10 calls, make sure that you close 20% of those calls. Now, if he doesn't close 20%, obviously that is a lose, right? And if he meets the 20% or even beats the 20%, obviously that is a win. Now, because it's measurable, that's why you can track it, and that's why it makes it very, very important. And especially for projects that are going to be like for a long time, like a 1 year or 2 year project, it is really important to make sure that every single employee actually knows his KPI, so every single day, so that when they get into the office, they know exactly what they have to accomplish every day, and as a result, they won't lose track and basically not even knowing what it really takes to finish the project. The second concept that is important for you for tracking performances of your teammates is that apart from KPI, which is the daily measurable target that your team has to fulfill, each of them shall have a KPI to track. Also, they also have like a monthly priorities, meaning that there's something important every month that they have to accomplish. Now, if they fulfill both of the KPI every single day, and because they also know the monthly priorities, and assuming that they achieve these two, you're very likely to go to hit your critical number. And as I mentioned before, the critical number of Tesla is how many successful deliveries of the electric vehicles they can deliver to the customers. And basically, this is a very easy way to understand it. Now, your teammate is going to make sure that every single day they hit the measurable target. And every month, they're going to make sure that the priorities are done. And by completing these two criteria, it will help your company as one unit to get closer to this critical number. A number that once you reach, you wouldn't have any cash flow problem. And this is exactly why the concept KPA, monthly priorities, and critical numbers are very important to be understood. Today I talk about two important things. First, just to emphasize on the importance of KPI, exactly, is the measurable target your team, each individual team member can achieve every single day. Monthly priorities, things that they have to get done every month. And last but not least, if they get these two done, then it will be very likely that your company as one unit will get to this critical number, a number that can prove that you can get a cash flow and you won't have any cash flow problems.